Guys, Lena here. I hope you guys are having a super awesome Saturday. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Lena, and I am the host of this Facebook group, Millennial Go-Getters, and I am also a millennial business coach. So basically what that means is that I help people in their 20s and 30s break out of the typical 9-to-5 corporate structure and launch massively profitable online businesses. So that's what I do. If I hadn't gotten the chance to speak to you yet, please comment, let me know who you are, what's going on, what's up. And I'd love to hear from you guys. So again, having a lazy Saturday here, as you can tell, no makeup, chilling in my sweatshirt. We're just having kind of a relaxed day. Let me know what you guys are up to this weekend. By the way, last night I saw the new Beauty and the Beast movie. Have any of you guys seen that yet? I know it just came out, at least in Israel, it just came out like 2 days ago. So let me know if you guys have seen it, what you think. I thought it was pretty good. Okay, what I want to talk to you guys about today is starting an online side business, because so many of you guys have come to me over the past few months basically saying, look, I'm in a full-time job, I'm a full-time student, I would really like to be able to make some money on the side, without having to get one of these like stupid, student jobs or whatever. I would really like to be able to make legit money on the side, but I just don't know where to start, right? I don't have the tools, I don't have the know-how, plus I don't really have the time. You guys are super busy. I'm completely aware of that. If you're already doing something else full-time and you're not totally in the headspace to go all in with an online business. So I completely get that. That's why I'm actually hosting a webinar tomorrow called the Side Hustle Starter Kit. That's literally going to be showing you every single step of the way, how to strategize, how to launch, and how to really scale an online business that's a side hustle. So be sure to register for that. There's 100 spots total, and I put the link in the description box here so you guys can grab that. But basically what I wanted to tell you guys about today are the two main ways that I've been able to have a really successful side business at different points in my career. So obviously there are tons of ways to have a side business, but in my experience there are two main ways that we're going to be basically just talking about in the webinar. The first one is obviously what I talk about a lot, which is like a basic freelance model, right? Basically you offer your services to another human or another company or whatever it is, one-on-one, and you basically work on a retainer with them every single month that allows you some reoccurring money on the side. In the webinar itself, I'm going to be getting to exactly like how many hours you should be putting aside for that each month, what exact tasks need to be included, how you kind of need to structure your life in order to basically maximize your income while also not dying from like exhaustion while running a side business that's freelancing. So I talk about that in the webinar. But something else that I've spoken to you guys about less that we'll also be covering for like the second half of the webinar is talking about how you can produce digital products. So don't get freaked out by that term digital products. Especially for a lot of you guys who have never even like had your own business, that might sound really intimidating, but it's not. So as you guys know, if you go to my website, lenaelkins.com, there's a whole digital product section where I basically list all of the info products basically that you can buy online and then automatically sends that product to your email after you pay for it. And the reason why digital products are so amazing is, one, it doesn't require your time every single day or every single month. It literally just generates revenue on its own. You put some time in up front, right? You create them, and then they literally live on your website or on a landing page somewhere or wherever, and it literally just, you guys, there are 3 people online. Say what up. Again, I'm on live stream on my desktop, so it's not letting me see who you are. Otherwise, I'd call you out. But say hi. So basically, you just set it up once, and then it runs on its own and sells on its own, which is actually a much better option for a lot of people who don't have so much time. You're working full time, you have kids at home, you're a student. You don't have, an extra 20 or 30 hours every single week to be giving to your clients one-on-one. This is a great option to make passive revenue, and it completely counts as a side business, right? All you have to do is kind of put that effort up front, and then it runs on its own. I took a bunch of notes here to tell you guys, like, why digital products are so awesome. And by the way, another thing is you can put them at any price point you want. So if you know that per month in your side business, oh, Ashley, my life right now, working 9 to 5. All right, girl, well, this is for you. So what I was just telling you guys is that what's awesome about having digital products available to sell is that if you have a certain amount that you want to be making, every single month on the side, you can base your pricing on that number, right? If you want to be selling 10 every month, then you know that you can price, whatever the digital product it is at $100 or $50 or $20 or whatever it is. The pricing is completely up to you. There's no negotiating with, a one-on-one client, you want to charge this much, but they're like, how about we make it a little bit less? There's none of that nonsense. You set the prices and then they just sell on their own. So you guys might be wondering, like, what exactly, give me an example. What is a digital product? And it can literally be anything that you create that has information in it that's valuable to the end user that you can sell online. So I just wrote down some examples here. That could be an online course. It could be video trainings. It could be, cheat sheets and PDFs. You could write an ebook. You could produce, some sort of a workbook, business documents if you're somebody who, has the skill set to be producing like contracts, templates, proposals, things like that. That's really awesome. Different kinds of checklists, listicles you can be producing. So really anything that you feel that you have the information to basically give and sell to people, then you could basically put that into a product, a digital product. And what's so great, you guys, is that you don't have to learn any more information in order to do this. Like, you can literally sell the information that you already have. So if you're somebody who's still in the mindset of like, okay, well, I don't know if the information that I already have in my life is something that's worth paying for. I don't have enough information. It's just not true. You always know something that somebody else doesn't, that they would love to have that information, and it will really add value to their lives or their businesses in some way. So don't be afraid to really sit down and write down, what am I good at? What do I know more than other people, right? And then how can you basically structure that into a product that people can then pay for, even if it's at a super low price point. And you can come up with as many of these as you want. You could always start with one and see how it goes, see how you sell it, and then you can scale. I think right now I might have 10 or so on my website. I'm not sure, but you can just grow and grow and grow, and then obviously your revenue grows with it. Again, all that it takes is that you have to set it up front, and then upload it, right? Set it all up, and then it literally runs on its own. You don't have to touch it. You can just wake up with notifications on your phone from PayPal saying, hey, you made $100 overnight, or whatever it is, because anybody can buy it at any time. So some of you guys might also be stressed out about like the technical side of it, which completely makes sense, right? Like, where do I upload? Where do I even produce, first of all, this document or this product, and then where do I upload it to, and then how do people actually get a hold of it, and then they sell it? So there are a lot of different steps along that. But one sec, Ashley, I see your question, and I'll get back to you in one sec. But basically, it's not as hard as you think it is, okay? First of all you need to do is be able to produce the product. So let's just say, for example, that you want to, produce a video training. All you really need, right, is to either have a camera, like on your computer. If you're on a MacBook, you can be using a photo booth or whatever. Or if you want to create a slideshow, easy. You can create a slideshow on Google Slides. You can create your graphics for them on Canva, upload them to Google Slides, and then in order to record your screen, all you do, I use a program called ScreenFlow, but there's a bunch of different programs that you can basically use in order to just film your screen, right? That's easy, and then you can upload that training to wherever, and then all you really need is like some kind of an email platform that will allow it to trigger. So that means that when somebody signs up for it, it'll automatically send an email to that person saying, great, here's your training. And then for payment processing, super easy. PayPal buttons, completely free, really easy to integrate. If you're like, what the hell, Lena, this is not simple. I don't know what you're saying. This is another language. Chill. Don't worry. I'm actually going to be explaining literally all of it step by step in the webinar. And I'm also going to be telling you guys, okay, you want to produce an ebook. This is exactly step by step how you can produce and sell an ebook. You want to create a course. Here are the exact tools and steps that you need to create a course. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys about today, that consider producing digital products either alongside having a one-on-one, freelance business, or just make that your whole thing. It's going to cut down your hours after all. It can actually increase your revenue, and it's just a really easy and great source of passive income from the knowledge and information and experience that you already have in your life. So that's super, super awesome. And again, I'm going to be going really much more into detail on this in the webinar. So make sure that you sign up. The link is in the description box. By the way, I decided to include something else. Again, because so many of you guys have come to me asking me, like, what are the millions of tools that I use in my business to basically keep an online business running efficiently and making maximum profits. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, damn, that's a lot of tools. So what I did is I actually created a list, a PDF of every single tool and like every single category in my business that I use. And then I created a video for you guys that explains what each one is, how it works, how it helps me, how much it costs, how you access it, how do you set it up, everything like that. I created a video to go along with that PDF, and I'm going to be giving that to you guys inside the webinar. So again, be sure to sign up. Ashley, what's your question, girl? I have a question. How would you decide if you should? item as free resource library versus what you sell? That's a really, really good question, girl. So I guess it completely depends on what your goals are, right? If you're somebody who's really focused on list building right now, and you're really trying to build up your email list, then a great way is just to give away some of that content for free, you know? Especially if it's something that's shorter and you feel that it's a little bit less value dense, you can totally give it for free, but then there's still an advantage of that, right? You're able to basically collect their email address, add it to your list, and then send them more valuable, higher level content later on. However, if you're somebody who's literally just starting off, you're not focusing on building an email list right now, and you really want to focus on getting those sales right away, then I would primarily make them paid. In terms of like how, let me see what else you said in your question. Free resource tool library versus how would you sell? Let me know if I answered your question as best as I could, girl. Let me know if you have anything else to that question. Yeah, and again, like if you have a higher level product, so for example, maybe you have a product that's at a little bit of a higher price point, right? Maybe it's like 300 or 400 bucks, let's just say, and you want people to buy it. But the thing is, these people don't know you, right? They go to your website, they see that you have this product, and they don't know you. Therefore, it's unlikely that for somebody who doesn't trust you, they're just gonna like drop 400 bucks, you know, on like an online course or whatever. So instead, what might be better for you, Ashley, and everybody else, is to instead send them like a free, like on your digital products page, have a free piece of content, right? And then basically they can opt into that free piece of content. They'll receive it via email, and then connected to it can be an email series that could basically lead them up to the bigger sale. Does that make sense? So it gives them like another week or two to really get to know you, and really begin to trust you, understand your expertise. And then by the time they're kind of primed, you know, they're warmed up to who you are, and they've found value in your first free, you know, whatever it was, then they'll be ready. So it kind of depends on what your end goals are. Awesome, girl. Super excited to have you on the webinar. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. Again, both ways, I'm going to be explaining really, really detailed how to do it, how to maximize your time and everything else, how to make maximum profits in the webinar. So be sure to be there. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Love y'all, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.